Hello everybody, good to see all of you. It's been a couple days since I've done one of these, so it's good to be back in my garage. My name is Mark Henriksen, Mr. H. This is Garage Math. Appreciate you guys tuning in, trying to learn something. We've been working on ratios and proportions, so it actually leads itself into the next lesson, which is slope. Slope is going to be really useful when we get to graphing linear equations, solving systems of equations, a lot of algebra. So we're going to go ahead and dip our toe. This is going to be a two-part topic, so we're going to do a second part. We'll go ahead and put that out tomorrow. And today we're just going to kind of discuss what slope is, kind of give a big overview, find slope of a couple plotted points, and we'll go ahead and call it a day. So just watch the Kings lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Warriors also lost. So no joy in Mudville today for basketball for the Sacramento Bay Area. But there's always going to be another game. So 49ers, they won last week. That was cool. Raiders on Monday night. Not so much. Okay, that's it in the world of sports. Okay, slope. So when you talk about slope, we know what the term means, right? So if you think about, your house, you have to have some sort of slope on your roof. Otherwise, the rain will just, puddle up. When I think of slope, I think of growing up when I was like, probably from 5th grade until high school, I lived at the top of this hill. And it was really cool because whenever I would leave my house for the summers, kids used to go outside. It used to be a thing in the summer. I'd get up at like 8, I'd eat, and then I'd get home at like 6. And my parents had no idea where I was. They couldn't track me on my phone. Ask your parents or your grandparents. It's a total thing. Anyways, it was really cool because I would get on my skateboard. Woo! Now there was another road this way that was downhill. So we were downhill, that was downhill. And so if a car was coming to the right, you're pretty much going to get killed. Somehow I timed it every time for the 347 times I zoomed and then cut left. I never got hit by a car. So I just got lucky, I guess. So that was cool. But at the end of the day, when I went home, you had to go up that hill. It was kind of a pain in the rear. Okay, so you have a steep slope. If you think about skiing, you have your bunny slope, right? So if you're skiing right here, woo, and then you get your blue square and then your black diamonds. I've skied, but I haven't done it forever, and I never was that good to begin with. Okay, so we're going to talk about what a positive slope is, what a negative slope is. This right here, if it's horizontal, this slope is 0. So if you're on your skis and it's like this, you're not going anywhere, like cross-country skiing, that looks like a terrible sport. If you're like this and you're on this mountain and your skis are attached and you're like this, you would tumble and probably kill yourself. But this is actually called no slope. So we're gonna get into why that is probably in the next video. So just remember, there's positive, there's negative. I have to turn and look this way, okay? So that's a positive slope, that's a negative slope, that's 0 slope, and that's no slope. So there's a difference between 0 and no slope, okay? Slope. So these are just things you should just put down in your notes or just kind of think about. I'm gonna actually keep this on the wall because we're gonna actually probably do slope stuff for about 2 more lessons as well. It measures the steepness of a line, okay? Then this right here, I want everybody out there in the internet world to repeat after me. Rise over run. 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 It has sort of a catchy tune to it. Let me tell you something that sounds completely ridiculous and you're gonna go, that doesn't sound right. Run over rise. Oh, boo. So that's just it. It's not run over rise. It's rise over run. One more time. Rise over run. Rise over run. Okay. So that's how you find slope. We're going to do some examples. So rising, think of up, right? The balloons. Woo! Look at my house. Whoa! Run. Horizontal, flat. Okay. Copy these down or memorize these. I'm going to show you a little trick because I have to memorize tricks, because if somebody tells you a positive slope goes uphill, well, okay, a positive slope goes uphill. Well, what if you're right here? You're also going uphill. So I've always found that to be confusing, but I have a trick for you. We're going to do it on one of the problems, okay? So that's a positive slope, that's a negative slope, no slope, and that slope is 0. Okay, all right, let's do some problems. If you have graph paper, that's fine, but you don't need it because I'm going to show you how to scraph it or gretch it. I came up with those terms because a lot of times you will graph, which is fine because you have, graph paper and you use the squares, but most of us do this on line paper. So I'm going to treat this dude. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Just kind of follow along. You can watch the show. Preferably you have out a notebook and you're playing along. You're going to get 2 coordinates, and then what we're going to do is we are going to find the slope. Now, I came up with these words. I'm pretty proud of them. Scraph or gretch, whichever one you prefer. For some reason, scratch always seems to be the one that I say. It's where you have to draw your own lines freehand, and I want to teach you a little bit about how you're going to go ahead and make your tick marks. So the thing about tick marks, you have to make them fairly small, because trust me, I've seen kids scrap so messy that there's no way. Ooh, here comes my dog. Harley, come here. Harley, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, good dog. Okay, so I've done the cats. And I want to introduce you to my dog. This is Harley. There's my other dog. That's Gracie, but I'm not going to pick her up because she's too fat. Harley is the softest dog on the face of the planet. We love him. He's half of a boxer, a quarter pit bull, and a quarter hound. That's really weird. Okay. I will pick up Gracie someday, just not today. I kind of hurt my thumb. All right, okay, so we're gonna plot these 2 points, 2, 5. So right 2, up 5. Right 2, up 5, okay? And then -1, -1, -1, -1. So what we're gonna do is, if you have a ruler for this part, it's okay. But again, because we are scrapping or gretching, we are going to go ahead and just freehand it. So you have to find the slope of this line. So the way you do it is you have a coordinate here, we have a coordinate here, and you have to find the rise over run. So what you're going to do is you are going to draw basically a rectangle that goes through the tick marks, right? So that was right 2, up 5. So now you have to find the rise. And the way you find the rise is you find the triangle. You go from here to here. How far up does it go? Okay. Well, it went down 1 and then it went up 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Actually, I didn't do that right. Okay. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the rise was 6. And then we do the run. Okay, so here's -1 and there's 2. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so remember we said rise over run. Now, for the slope, you would think you would use S, but we don't. We actually use M. And the reason why we use M is, I don't know. I'm sure it has something to do with Latin or Greek. You could look it up and let me know in the chat why we use M, but we do. Rise over run, 6/3. M equals 6/3. Rise 6, run 3. Now with slope, and we're going to do a few of these and you'll understand this, if you can reduce it to a whole number, you do it. Okay, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. And this is a positive slope. It goes uphill. Okay, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. Now if that was 7/3, you leave it 7/3. You don't make it 2 1/3. Okay, so the slope is 2. What does that mean? That just means it's the slope, okay? And we'll use that number down the road. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. We have I'm trying to match my colors. We have 4, 1, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, okay? 4, 1, then 1, negative 2, okay? Right 1, down 2, okay? So there's our 2 dots. Now, you could actually find the slope without the line, but whatever. Let's just do the line. That's not too bad. Now, I do want to show you, you can do your triangle on top. Your triangle doesn't have to be on the bottom, okay? So you could take this bad boy and go right there, and then you can go right there. Rise over run. How far did we go up? Okay, so we went up 1, 2, 3. So the rise is 3. What was the run? Okay, we went 1, 2, 3. Okay, is that correct? It is correct. All right, so for here we went 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we rose 3 and we ran 3. Okay, so it's rise over run. The slope is 1 because 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, like I said, if it's a whole number, you go ahead and make it a whole number. Okay, now this guy I wanted to show you an example because I've taught this for quite a few years, and it's generally the boys because they're kind of messy and sloppy. Get over it, it's fine. So a lot of the times they'll get the answers wrong because I'll say, if I gave them graph paper, then they're fine, and I'll say, okay, well go ahead and scraph, make your coordinates, and they'll go like, okay, they'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they'll do like this, and they'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. I think you know where we're going with this. If you make your tick marks like that, how the heck are you ever going to be able to figure out where anything is? Because if you had a graph like 1, 1, you've already drawn lines through it. You think I might just being funny with that, but I've seen that plenty. So, boys, knock it off. Okay. All right, let's now do one more on this side, a couple on the other side. All right, if you want to just try and hit pause, try to find the slope of this. It's -5, 2, and it's 4, -2. Okay, you just find the dots, woo, do a triangle, rise over run, happily ever after. So if you want to try, give it a try, or just watch the show. Okay, -5, 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's -5. 1, 2. So -5 up 2. Okay. Right 4 down 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right 4 down 2. And ooh, a little wobbly. We're gonna be okay. Now, if you want to do this on graph paper, go ahead, but sometimes we don't have time. All right, rise over run, rise over run. So this right here was 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have to go up through 4, sort of, and then over on 2. Okay. Now, if it from here to here was 2, and then from here to here was 2. So that actually rises 4, or you just count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the rise is 4. Now the run from here to here was 4, and from here to here was 5. I know it's going to be 9, but we can count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So rise over run. Rise 4, run 9. However, it's a negative because we're going downhill. Let me tell you my little story to help you memorize this. You're never going to forget this as long as you live. Now, the trick is you have to put the little man on the left side. So everybody put left in your brain. Left, 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 left. Okay, so if you put the little man on the left side, put the little man on the left side, put the little man on the left side, okay? If the little man is on the left side, which direction is he going? This little man's going up. This little man's going up. Life is looking good. His football teams are winning. His fantasy football teams are making it. They made the play, Willy Wonka. So life is looking good. So that's positive. If life is positive, this is a positive slope. Positive. Now, if your brain sees that is going up, well, that's great. Then you don't need to worry about the little man. I don't see that going up any more than that's going up. But the trick is you have to start on the left side, okay? This little dude, life is going down, okay? His girlfriend broke up with him. His dog got kidnapped, and he just is not doing well. And life's just not going well for him. So he's going down. And if you go down, that means negative, because negative is like a bad word. So if you put the little man on the left side, which direction does he go? If he's going down, it's negative. If he's going up, it's positive. You're never going to forget that, ever. Okay, let's do a couple more. Now, I talked a little bit about this versus this. Let's graph them and check it out, okay? So again, we can hit pause. You can do this one. You can do this one. And I want to see if you remember. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Beep, beep. Okay. I think you can. Okay. All right. Let's just go. -4, up 1, left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. Left 4, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 4, down 4. We have a vertical line. We have a vertical line. Now I'm going to tell you why it's 0 versus no slope. It's rise over run. Rise over run. Well, how much did we rise? We rose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We rose 5. Okay? We rose 5. How much did we run sideways? We didn't run sideways. There's no sideways. It's just up. There's no sideways, so there's a 0. And you know from your 10 commandments of math that thou must never dividest by 0. It doesn't exist, so the answer to this one is no slope. It's not 0, it's no slope. Someday I'll review those with you. What thou does to one side of an equation, thou must doest to the other. Thou must not covet thy neighbor's paper, and thou must not doest work in ink. Okay, now let's do this one. Left 2, up 2. Left 2, up 2. Right 3, up 2. Right 3, up. Oh, wait a second. That is a horizontal line. Okay. So we, our rise was nothing. There's no rise. We did not rise because we're just like this, okay? But we did run 5, okay? We went this way 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what thou, I'm getting my thou was confused. Thou is can divide into 0, just not by 0. So that is 0. The slope of that line is 0. Okay, no slope, 0. You get it. That's why. Okay, we are going to do a little bit more on this in part 2. There is actually a formula for this. If you don't want to scrap them, if you don't want to waste your time doing it, it's the change in y over the change of x. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Some of you will prefer to do it that way. It's not as pretty. But we'll go ahead and cover that in part 2. All right. It was good seeing everybody. Peace. I hope everybody out there in internet world is doing well. And in my world, Thanksgiving's next week. I think kids are going to get that week off. That should be a nice break for everybody. Turkey, the whole thing. Okay. I will be checking in with you for part 2. Peace.